What's up? Welcome to my channel. I'm so excited. This is my first time filming a week of workouts, and I think you're gonna love it because honestly I killed it this week. Here's me having my pre-workout to just go that extra mile for you guys, show you what I'm doing. I'm actually just having like a little shot of coffee. I don't ever have too much caffeine because it does kind of mess with my hormones, but you'll see throughout this video if I have a pre-workout, it's a little bit of coffee or half coffee, half decaf. And my first day out of the 5 is leg day, and we're already into it. I honestly want to get to the point today and just show you guys the workouts because that's what matters. So I hope it inspires you. There's 5 days, 2 leg days, a back day, a shoulder day, and a chest day. I don't go too deep in my warm-up, but you saw that I quickly did a dynamic warm-up, and then we're off and into the barbell squats. You know, I always do a squat with the bar and work up to my weight. But here I'm doing a 5-3-1 program. So the weights I use are intentional. This time I'm doing 3 sets with the barbell at 75%, 85%, and 95% of my training max. And then I do 5 sets of 10 right after that. I'm already pretty toast. That takes me like 15-20 minutes just to squat. Then I move on to my single leg exercise. So this is the single leg sled leg press. I'm turning my toe out slightly and my knee out, so my knee kind of faces my shoulder when I push the machine away. And then of course gotta do the other side evenly and equally. Keep your core tight and every rep counts. So I want you guys, when you feel good, push it to your limit. Right now, I'm in the ovulatory phase this week, and when I'm in the first half of my cycle, I feel so energized, and my workouts are definitely really pushing it to my max. So you gotta push it to grow. Hip thrust is one of my favorite exercises to work the glutes and just favorite exercises overall. So I hit this 2 times here during leg day 1, and you'll see it again when I hit leg day numero 2. Last but not least, the seated leg curl machine. Machines are lovely if you want to isolate specific muscles, and since I wanted to isolate my hamstrings, I opted for the machine, and I'm pushing it to my max. This weight is heavy, even though my face may not look like it. I am pushing it, so make sure you work because every rep seriously counts. And that wraps up our leg day. Let's go. You guys, I am freaking out, so excited because this literally never happens. This never, ever. I remember the last time I have started work at 10 a.m. on a Monday. I usually start at 6 a.m., but just with clients being out of town for the summer, having big work meetings, I ended up not even starting with my clients until 10 a.m., which means on a Monday morning, I get to start my workout first thing. Like, this is mind-blowing. So today I'm going to do back and biceps, and I'm going to kill it because I need to take advantage of having this morning to myself. Okay, I love my clients. I love them so much. I see clients in person and online, and I do programming for people. I'm a physical therapist, so I train a lot of people who have injuries but want to get back to working out and get fit AF like we do on here. So yeah, without further ado, I'm not gonna waste my time anymore. Let's get working out. So I don't really show my warm-up for the remainder of my workout days, but make sure you get it in. I start off my back day, heavy lat pull downs, 5 sets of 5. I'm pulling from my armpits, elbows down to your pockets. Make sure you're thinking about the mind-muscle connection. Push yourself here. So once we do that, we move on to the single arm variation, single arm row. I love this because it really helps me just feel all the muscles around my shoulder blade. Same idea, you're pulling that hand towards your pocket and thinking about your muscles. Think about that shoulder blade tucking back, and you're just Ooh, that one, you see it almost let up, but that's because the weight is heavy and I'm making sure that I'm not compensating. Now, I'm not twisting my body. I'm not using my upper traps. This is gold. After that, I'm going to move on to this cable. This specific machine I really like because I feel my lats. I pull wide, a little bit wider than my typical lat pull down. So I feel the lats even a little bit more because I'm kind of pulling like wide and back, feeling into the what I call the swimmer's muscle, your angel wings. Think about your lats, think about your muscles when you're doing it, because oftentimes people do this wrong. So take a video of yourself, make sure you're getting it right. It should look right. Next up is the barbell bent over bicep curl. I crank out 4 sets of 10, and I'm keeping my back super flat and my core tight, so I'm always protecting my lower back space. On back days is when I love to do my biceps because the biceps work in synergy with the back, so it's nice to hit it the same day right into this preloaded bar bicep curls. Also getting 4 sets of these. And wrapping up with one more biceps exercise on the cable. The cable is great because you feel the tension the entire way. Never let the cable do anything for you. Never let the dumbbell do anything for you. And once again here, I'm sped up, and that'll wrap up our back day. Yes, we made it to day 3, shoulder day. Now here is a little sneak peek of the warm-up. I always warm up my rotator cuff either with the mini band or with a cable, just doing external rotation with the cable or these 4 moves you're seeing now. Then I'm officially ready for my big movement, which today is the military press. For the press, I'm also following 5-3-1, so using 75%, 85%, and then 95% of my training mats for 3 sets of 5. After I hit those 3 sets, I'm going to continue fatiguing my shoulders, so I'm going to hop into the seated dumbbell shoulder press, popping my dumbbells out, and this is pretty high volume, so this is definitely workouts that you've been training for a while, because this is a lot of work. 5 sets of 10 is not a joke, you guys. By the end of this workout, my arms literally felt like noodles, but I love that feeling. You'll grow to just love the feeling of muscle fatigue because you know it's working. Right after that, I do 5 sets of 10 lateral raises. Here's me doing it a little bit sped up because we don't want to take all day. You get the point. Make sure your posture is first and you're isolating those shoulders. Time for the machine reverse fly next. Slow and controlled. Feel that the correct muscle is doing the work. Keep your posture, keep your stance, and don't let that machine just swing back. Slow it down on the way back so you're getting a strong concentric and eccentric contraction there. I want you to feel the muscles fully. Then I'll continue just getting in a good shoulder workout with a dumbbell front raise. This one, posture is of utmost importance because you want to make sure your shoulder blades are down and back and your chest is broad so that you don't kind of pinch the front of your shoulder. So posture is king. Now on shoulder day, I'll sneak in 2 more triceps exercises. Here you're seeing the skull crushers, and after I finish the skull crushers, you'll see I move on to the rope tricep push down. I do 3 sets of 8, and then I move on to, I think, 3 sets of 15 or 2 sets of 15. And yeah, after that, you are good to go for shoulder and triceps day. Yo fam, so day 3 is done. We hit shoulders and triceps today, and I feel the pump. I feel good, if you know what I mean. So you're gonna love this workout. I hope that you get something from it and you're loving these workouts so far. Now I'm gonna go home and get something delicious to eat. It's a little dark, but hey, that's okay. I am about to work out. Damn, this video won't stay. This is what happens when you're new to this vlogging thing. Okay, homies, I'm super stoked for my second leg day, and I'm even more stoked because my creatine came in. So I'm about to take this, a little Go macro bar for a little bit of carbs. It's gonna help the creatine do its thing and my legs do their thing this workout. And on the way from work, I had packed myself a half coffee, half decaf for my pre-workout. It's enough to give me that oomph, but it's not too much caffeine where it's going to wreak havoc on my hormones. Ladies, if you know, you know. The struggle is real, but hey, this is gonna do the job. I'm about to show you an amazing workout for your lower body. It's a deadlift and hip thrust day. See you in the workout. This was one of my favorite days this week. I was feeling so strong and super ready to kill this workout. So I went heavy on my deadlifts, which was actually a little bit heavier than my program prescribed, but sometimes when you have that energy and you have that oomph, you gotta use it. So I did 3 sets of 5 at 185, and when I go this heavy, I rest like 2-3 minutes in between my sets. Make sure you guys are timing your rest, okay? Don't just go one after the other, because then your muscles don't have time to get a second quality set. You want to really require that rest. Push yourself to the limit. So that's what I'm doing here. When I move on to Dumbbell Rdl, my goal was 5 sets of 10, but since I was so fried after the deadlift, I didn't quite make it. So some of them I only get 6, 7, or 8, which is fine, because sometimes you want to almost go to failure because the muscles got to break down to build up. You don't want your workouts to be easy. Then what's the point? Grow to love the burn. Next up, hip thrust. Here I'm doing a pyramid, so I do 5 sets, 12, 10, 8, and then back the other way, back up to 12, increasing the weight and then taking the weight back down. So that really burned out my glutes, and it's one of my favorite muscles to work, so I love it. Who's with me? Then you're going to move on to some single leg stuff. We'll do single leg step ups. This one I went a little bit lighter since I was getting tired and did 3 sets of 10. I was holding, I think, a 20-pound dumbbell. On this, you want to make sure your hips stay even. Weight shift all the weight onto the top foot and then press your way up from there. Finally, last but not least, you're going to do, well, what I did, if you take it or leave it, is a Bulgarian split squat. And I just did body weight here, and I'm really focused on my glutes. You can see that because I'm leaning forward. 2 sets of 15, baby. Let's go. It is the 5th and last day at the gym. So since we're doing a 5th day, I'm just gonna have fun with it. I don't even know what I'm gonna do yet, so to be determined. And Brawley and I are gonna lift together, and we're about to have a little pre-workout coffee. Let's get it. So we decided to focus on chest day together. Also feeling like pushing it. I feel strong this week, so I did 5 sets of 5 with this 95 pounds, which honestly I'm pretty proud of myself because I have not bench pressed in months. Like, I'm not kidding you, months, but I'm back and I feel strong, so I'm excited where this strength gains journey is going to take me. And then after that, moving on, I wanted to continue tiring out my chest, but with a little bit more focus on one arm at a time. So I did a single arm bench press, and when you do it like this, just one arm at a time, your core has to work like crazy to keep your hips level and shoulders level on the bench. So I'm using my core, I'm using my chest, and I'm feeling good for these 5 sets of 10 shoulder presses. Then we went into it with the chest fly machine. It's the same machine that I did the reverse fly earlier, but you just switch it so you're facing out the other way, and then you hug in those handles together, posture first, and use your chest to squeeze it together on freaking fire. Then I had never done this machine, but again, we decided to do a 5th day, which I don't always do. My goal is to do 4 heavy weight training workouts a week and 1 to 2 yogas a week, but we hadn't wanted to go together. It's kind of like a date for us, so Braulio was helping me film these exercises, so we decided to do this triceps machine, and it felt good. I felt my triceps, I got that burn, and then we wanted a little bit more triceps, so we went into a dumbbell single arm overhead triceps extension. That is a mouthful, but it was a good way to finish off with 3 sets of 10. And I forgot to mention, we finished with the ab crunch machine. So good. That wraps up the week of workouts. Thanks for watching all the way through, fam. If this was helpful, if you're still here, make sure you subscribe, become part of the fam, because this is just the beginning. Let's get it.